Hello, my loves. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets, okay? So, I have some cards here in front of me, and just from the pre-shuffle and from the back of the deck, oh yeah, you're being protected. Spirit definitely wants you to know that, okay? You're about to learn what you need to learn. That's the main message Spirit is saying, okay? But I was hearing Spirit say, choose peace. Okay, choose peace in uncertain times. Things could be feeling kind of heavy or swimmy. That you could be going through a big transition in your energy or in your personality. Old mindsets could be dying off. Okay, old. I'm really feeling this is more like internal, less external and more internal. Okay, you could be searching for knowledge and feeling like you can't find it. Okay, feeling like you are directionless, but Spirit is saying, don't worry, this is going, you are being protected through this. Look, it's Bramble. It's number 44. You are 100% being protected from anything that might be trying to hang you up or slow you down. And that's what I was really getting to. I was really getting that you either feel like there is an outside source, because I got the Three of Cups, preventing you from, or Spirit says there is an unknown source from you that is outside of you or that feels exterior to you. Okay, that you feel like is holding you back from just walking away from a particular situation, because I cut on the 10 of cups, and the 8 of cups was here too. So you feel like, I know that if I walked away from this, or I know that if I got away from this, I could walk towards my 10 of cups, right? I know I've put a lot of mind, or a lot of years, a lot of thought process, a lot of my mind and my focus towards this thing, but like, what's stopping me? You made me grow up. I see that too on the back of the deck right there. I didn't even look down, just looked down and saw that. Look, it's the Lovers. There's a choice here. There's something that you are detaching from, or that you're walking away from. But I do feel like there's been almost an energy here of Spirit saying it's your choice whether or not you walk away from this, or whether or not you keep engaging in this. Okay, I do see the Emperor card trying to peek its way out from back behind there. For some of you, you could be feeling like that you are still very interested in something from the past, or a person from the past, the energy from the past, because there could be this energy of doubt in you, simply in the fact of you just feel like maybe perhaps you don't have like physical proof that something happened, or that somebody said something, or somebody did something, or somebody's not good for you, but it's just your intuition telling you. And you have all these signs telling you, some signs are saying, wow, this person's significant, don't walk away, or this thing is significant, don't walk away, it's not time. And you have some other things telling you, like, watch out, look out, walk away. There's actually there's actually some kind of danger here hidden in all this sweet smelling, perfume. With the jasmine here, there's a tent, like with the 10 and the swords, like a 10 of swords. There is a 10 of swords hidden in all this sweet talk and all of this sweet smelling perfume kind of energy. There is a dagger hidden in there. There's kind of like a warning here with this holly here. Okay. Spirit is saying, choose your peace with this chamomile here. Choose your peace. Choose what brings you peace. You are being protected through this transition, or through this end of this scenario here. Don't allow the kind of temptation of, well, don't you want to know the truth? Don't you want to know how I really feel? Don't you want to get closure? Don't you want to have that one last conversation with me? Don't you want to know for sure what's happening? For some of you, like, there's definitely justice coming here, especially from you walking away from the situation. There's more justice from you making the choice to walk away from this than to stay in this scenario. Okay, so again, this doesn't have to be a relationship. This definitely could be a relationship, or it could be a job, it could be a location, it could be a house, it could be a city, something like that, that you're being asked to walk away from or to let go of. It's most, whatever it is, it's an old cycle, right? You are being protected from this energy by walking away from it. Yes. Again, lavender, choose your peace. Choose your peace. And I'm being like drawn here to like, it looks kind of like an urn. I think it's supposed to be kind of like a lavender oil kind of dispenser, but it's reminding me of an urn. Like how some things, somebody transitions and moved on, and they cremate their ashes and they put their ashes in an urn. That's what it feels like. There feels like there's some kind of peace in the ending here. Let it end. 16 breaks down to a 7. You could be really learning some really high vibrational, or like kind of harsh lessons here in this. But choose your peace, choose your serenity. blackthorn. The number 40 might be significant to some of you, or the age 40, or there's a 30 right here. So something really significant between the ages of 30 and 40. Okay, something significant could have happened during those ages. Something significant could be happening during those ages if you're somewhere, or it could. Just depends on what your age is and where you are on that. Something very significant. For some of you, a 10, again, right? There's something very significant about the next 10 years or about the last 10 years. Blackthorn is a very, in this deck, is like a very spiritual card. But with this thorn here, I'm also getting like a thorn in your side. Like you are releasing and letting go. And there is also something here too about these berries. Like these berries feel like there's something growing here, but whatever's growing, whatever fruit is being bared by this, it seems to be, I don't know, there's something here. Again, it's just giving me that whole like, there's something hidden here, right? There's a thorn hidden in the side, or there's something hidden here. So Spirit is saying, trust your instincts to walk away from it, because there either could be a 10 of swords, there's a 10 of swords hidden, or there's some, look, Alder, look. Alder is 100% about a warning from your ancestors, a warning from your spirit guides that you need to walk away from this. And then look, there's this white ribbon flowing in the background, just like in the holly card, where I was getting from that holly card that there was a warning, because the bird was like, like, and here again, yes, this person is much more explosive, also much more like detrimental than you want to label them as, right? But again, Spirit is saying, walk away from this ragged look. Look, there's pest here. There's something growing here that's not quite right. You need to walk away. Walk away towards your peace, because you're actually being protected. That keeps coming out though, is that you're being protected. You're being protected by Spirit saying this is not for you, or something being taken away, or something not seeming like an option, or something not seeming like, okay, hold on. Because it's so weird, because I actually bought these charms here to do like charms in my readings, and 733 was down on the clock, and Spirit just really guided me to just stop using them for a while. And I was just like, why did you get me to use them? Anyway, I don't know why I felt like telling that story, but there's something here. They want me to pick a charm here. There's something here about being careful. Rainbow. I'm hearing a pot of gold at the end. A pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Some of you here could also be in some kind of gay or lesbian, or something along those lines. I'm not really getting that really strongly, but it could also be a same-sex thing. This person could be the same sex as you, even if you're not like interested in them. It's this little mushroom like playing the guitar. This person or you might be using, I was hearing that like microdosing. I don't know, I was getting that. That could be significant for some of you. Or just somebody could like mushrooms. Somebody could be about like cottage core, or like mushroom core, or something like that. Somebody here could really like to get intoxicated and play music, like produce music or make music. The Sunday here. And right when I saw this, I heard sickeningly sweet. So this person might, yeah, hello. But look what's also on the top, game over. Somebody here could be coming towards you, or somebody here could be trying to like, somebody could know, right? Like it's over, it's the end. And this person or this thing or whatever it is, this energy, it doesn't want to let go. It wants to slow you down from walking away. Like it knows that you walking away, or you beating the cycle, or you walking away from it is good for you. It is positive for you. So something here could be trying to slow you down or hold you up. Look, it's the Devil and the Seven of Swords. Because there's a situation here where somebody or something wants you to be lonely, wants you to be by yourself, wants you to be in solitude. because I really do believe that there is, look at this, there, oh my gosh. And I felt this energy before I even picked it up and saw what was underneath this, but there's a tower moment coming here where you have a brand new cycle starting where you're going to be offered a brand new beginning scenario here with something that's going to be very committal, like very long term. If this is about a lover, this is about the fact that somebody knows that you're walking away from them and that you're manifesting something serious here with this Emperor card here. Or for some of you, you can feel like you're walking away from an Emperor. And this doesn't have to be a lover. This could be like a parental figure or a father figure or somebody who just wants like dominance over you. You know? It's like, for some of you, this could be about moving away from home or moving away from like very overly controlling or overly dominant like parental figures, so that you could get like a taste of freedom. Like these people don't want you to receive a taste of freedom. There's something here about you being very attractive, or about you being very like, you're actually wiser, you're smarter, you're more beautiful, or you're more handsome, or you're more attractive, or you're wiser than this energy wants you to believe. They want you to stay sad and lost and stuck. Exactly. They want you to stay lost and stuck, and they want you to stay looking down so that you don't look up and see that you're an empress. Maybe perhaps this person sees you as their empress, sees you as their match, and they want to come look at this, but they know that there are a lot of different offers coming towards you. King of Wands. There are a lot of people that are very attracted to you. Or there's a lot of opportunities or very attractive, very passionate offers or very passionate experiences trying to find their way into your life. And this person wants you to be, they want you to cut it off, or they want you to feel like you can't trust it, or you can't, you know, you're not strong enough, or you're not wise enough to move on or to let go, to have something new. Oh, I'm really not a fan of this energy. It's very controlling. It's very like, it makes me kind of feel sick in the pit of my stomach. It really does. What is this Emperor energy here? Look at this. Willow. Somebody's sad. Look at that crowd. Somebody's very sad. Very like weeping, right? Weeping willow. It's giving me that kind of energy. Somebody sees that you're blooming. Somebody sees here that you have the key to something, that you have the key to unlock and move on and to do better and to bloom and to grow and to become like this magnificent person. Look, and when I was moving my arm around, the cards got pushed to the side, and look who it is. Look who it is peeking. It's a freaking Emperor. Because we're talking about this Emperor energy here. This Emperor is somebody who knows. This person is sad because you have the key. You have the opportunity to grow. Why is this person sad because of that? Or this energy? Why is this energy sad? Hangman, because they feel stuck. They feel stuck. Exactly. Look, you have the key. There's not a secret here. This person, again, also, I said, really, like, your intuition is telling you to move away from this. And this person or this thing, this energy, it wants you to think that you can't trust your intuition, right? It's like, don't trust your intuition. But you are. You're being given the tools that you need to know how to get out of this situation, right? This energy wants to fill you with doubt about yourself and about your capabilities. Yeah, they don't want you to passionately move on. They want to hold you back. What the heck? This person feels stagnant, so they want you to feel stagnant too. This person feels rejected by you walking away, right? And really what you're doing is walking away from chaos. You're walking away from confusion. You're walking away from darkness. Maybe you're walking away from lessons that you've already learned that this person has not learned yet, or this energy, they have not taken on 14444 down the clock, right? You are manifesting protection in your knowledge and understanding that, yes, you know, walk forward So if you've been getting readings, or you've been getting the knowledge that you are going to walk forward into something very beautiful, just know that if you have fears, if you have doubts come up, it is this energy from the past, right? It could be your ego, it could be an ex, it could be something like that. But there's this past energy that is being represented by that Five of Cups energy, right? That is wanting you to stay held back, that is not wanting you to mature, that's not wanting you to move over. And they know that it's over. They know game over. They know that it's over. Especially once you like 100% decide, like, I'm over it, I'm done, I'm sealing it, I'm cutting cords with it, I'm completely being like, no, I don't have anything to do with this. Oh yeah, as soon as you see, like, this is not real. This cage that I've been keeping myself stuck in is just in my head. It's not real. It's an illusion. This person wanted you to stay trapped in an illusion. And for a lot of you, this illusion could have been that this person was like your mate, or was your match, or what, right? Because you're the Empress. That this person was your mate, or they were your match. They might have wanted to keep you stuck, and you know, I personally, myself, I still believe in the twin. Like, I'll just say this: I do believe in the twin flame journey. I do believe in that, but I do think that a lot of the rhetoric out there that people talk about, and a lot of people push, and that unfortunately myself, which is why I've taken a break from talking about twin flame, is that I have fully participated too in the past of pushing this kind of toxic narrative around twin flames, right? And I do believe that a lot of people that feel like they're in twin flame I can't even say it. Twin flame collectives are actually in a karmic cycle with somebody that they're labeling as their twin flame. I really don't feel like it's twin flames in general that are necessarily dangerous, or the idea of twin flames that are necessarily dangerous. I do believe it's the fact that a lot of people who have issues, a lot of people who have family issues, a lot of people who have, like, who doesn't want to believe, right? Who out there, if you've grown up with narcissistic parents, or an abusive household, or if you've just grown up with really toxic relationships, who doesn't want to believe that there's somebody out there that's your other half of your soul, that's going to be completely understanding of your situation, and they're going to love you forever, and you've had years together, and you've had lifetimes together, and you're the perfect, you're going to come together, and it's going to be great, and you're going to support each other and love each other forever, and you're always going to be there for each other. I think that there are a lot of people that get hung up in that narrative, right? There are a lot of people that get hung up in the romanticized version of that narrative, when the truth is that if you are actually in a twin flame journey, you really realize it's really hard, you know? It can be extremely beautiful, but most of the time it's a challenge. It's really hard. It's really draining, you know? And yes, there can be a lot of like really beautiful emotions that are unlocked, and a lot of beautiful past memories. And I'm grateful for all the past memories that have been unlocked for me, and all of the enlightenment that I've gotten from being in my twin flame journey. But it takes two. Not takes two to tango, right? But people have free will. A person can one can choose not to actually um, evolve into their divine energy, right? A person can choose to stay stuck in cycles. And where your empowerment comes from being on the twin flame journey is knowing that you can walk away from your twin, that you can still have a beautiful lifetime fulfilling your divine success, like your divine purpose, outside of this person. Yes, like, things would go better. No, I don't want to, and I don't even necessarily want to go better, but things would be like twice, double the good, right? If both of y'all were both in your purpose, living your purpose, going about, creating that purpose, it's like double the power. However, you are not dependent on your twin flame to be able to actually fulfill your life purpose and succeed in your goals. And I feel like a lot of people, I've heard so many people, especially when I very first got into the twin flame journey, I heard so many people and so many readers out there say that you wouldn't be able to fulfill your goals, or that you wouldn't be able to obtain that business or whatever it is that you're doing without that person. And for a long time, I bought into that narrative. I bought into the narrative that I needed to stay around, and what it had me doing for me personally, it had me labeling people that weren't even my twin flame my twin flame. It had me, it for me personally, it brought out like a toxicity in me that needed to be healed. But waking up to my twin flame journey elaborated a lot of toxicity in my own self and my own relationship with romance and my own relationship with the opposite sex, with the same sex, a lot. And a lot of things for me, being on that journey has awakened me incredibly, but it's also awakened me to the fact that there are other people out there, or there are other entities out there, there are other things out there who would love to jump on the opportunity to use that feeling of divine love or divine connection to manipulate people and keep them stuck in toxic patterns, right? Toxic patterns waiting for some karmic who will never choose to be a divine masculine or a divine feminine, right? And those energies can manipulate that divine love, and it's just like there are people out there who will take advantage of saints, of people who are out there trying to, who are trying to give to the needy, there are always, unfortunately, there's always those people out there who will get used by lower vibrational energies and thought process to take advantage of people. That doesn't mean that we should stop being nice, that we should stop caring for people who are needy, or stop doing those things, because there's people who will take advantage of it. There were people, but so for me, the process has not been to stop believing in a twin flame journey. Like, I still believe in it, because I do still believe that I'm on it. I just believe that, you know, a lot of my darkness inside of me allowed me, a lot of my shadow side that I hadn't shone a light on, that I had a lot of my toxicity in my shadow, um, you know, prevented me from really shining a light on and seeing things clearly. And so I feel like that's kind of, not to just make this my story or anything like that, but it kind of is reminding me of that like when I finally had to come to the realization and the decision that I needed to walk away from this person, because this person clearly did not mean well for me, did not mean good for me. It doesn't mean that they were a bad or evil person, but it just means that they were not a part of my highest good, and that they were triggering this kind of healing within me that needed to happen. So in a way, again, they're a karmic person, but they were never meant to be my partner. They were never meant to be my forever. They were never meant to be that. They were just triggering that for me personally, right? So finding that balance inside of yourself is going to be very crucial. And you could be being asked, and it might not be something so huge like it was for me. It could be something smaller, but I do think it is a part of a cycle that you're being asked to walk away from. Exactly, because right now, something about this aspect from your past is guiding you through fear, right? And we know what energy it is that guides you through fear, right? Exactly. Like I said, you are being asked to walk away and walk towards this, a true Ten of Cups, not a false Ten of Cups, not limerence, not some, future faking, not some love bombing possible of the truth, but like an actual realistic form of actually being. Yeah, exactly. This was never going to come to fruition. Your manifestations never came to fruition in this job, in this field, in with this person, because it was never meant to. It was never meant to grow with this person, because what would have grown with this person would have been bad, would not have been for your highest good. And that's what the sun energy here is illuminating to you. And it might have been a very harsh reality, okay? For some of you, you might have been really dealing with the person who was this King of Cups person, in the sense of this person really, I'm getting that this person wore a King of Cups, or like this energy wore the energy of a King of Cups as a facade. But it's given me very like emotionally unavailable. And the truth of the matter is this person wanted you to feel like you needed to match them, and like that's who you needed to be. When in fact, Queen of Pentacles, you were actually much more of a match to this King of Pentacles. Did this King of Pentacles right here. Yeah, it's giving me trickery. It's giving me illusions. It's giving me like spell work, even for some of you. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm hearing desperate. I'm hearing that somebody got desperate and they wanted to keep you like trapped. The Fool card. They wanted to keep you blindfolded so that you would just take a blind leap of faith and kind of in the wrong direction. right? Because when I lay this full card down, it's you taking a leap of faith towards this King of Cups and away from this King of Pentacles energy. Yeah. They might have wanted to tease you with this kind of everlasting soulmate kind of energy, right? It's draining, yeah. Ugh, this is draining energy. I feel it literally draining my energy. Yeah. Look. Look. That's the seed. That 0 card. This person knew. Again, look. This person knew that you had the key to see this person for who they truly were. But there's something here again about this person. Look at this arrow. Because remember I talked about with the arrow through the book, with that bluebell card, it was about you feeling like you didn't have the knowledge, or you couldn't quite see, or you couldn't quite look, right? You have this key and it's this, they're floating there in your crown space, but there's something here about this arrow through like your third eye, through like your knowledge. I don't know. Did this person put some kind of block on you? This person might have tried to put some kind of block on you, or some kind of like, it's like them putting a veil over like your psychic senses or like your intuition. Again, they wanted to block your intuition so that you couldn't see the truth. So you couldn't see the truth about them, or so you couldn't see the truth about the situation. They wanted to keep you kind of desperate for knowledge, trapped and confused. It's giving me, this is so weird because it's reminding me of a conversation that I had with a coworker a few days ago when we were at work. And I can't remember how we got on the subject. Somehow naturally we just got on the subject of people being like manipulators, and he was like, oh, like people who become like cult leaders, like I don't understand how they do that. And I remember that I watched this documentary one time about like building a cult, how to become a cult leader or something like that. And it was talking about how about how you go through all the steps of, you find certain people that have certain characteristics, that have had bad relationships with their family, or have been in very abusive situations, or have always been told, that they weren't good enough, or blah blah blah. So you look for certain people who become easy targets, right? And then you draw them in, you tell them, oh my gosh, I have the secret, you're the secret, you have the key, you're amazing, you're the best. That's kind of like emotionally, it would be like, or like relationship wise, it would be kind of like gaslighting, right? Like you're the best I've ever seen, you're the most talented, you're this everything, I can't understand. So you get them needy and dependent on that kind of something they've never gotten from anybody else, right? Kind of feeling. And then you set them up with, you know, it's like this gradual, that's why I said it's like the process is very gradual. So to us from the outside, it seems like this person went from being a normal person to doing all this crazy stuff just because some random person told them to do, like being in a cult, right? But it's gradual. These people are there for months, or they're there for years, getting slowly, and it's just like step by step by step. And that's the same way like a narcissist, or like some kind of emotional manipulative abuser or something like that, will kind of slowly eat away at your confidence, or slowly eat away, and they want to become the prime, like, I am your source, I am your savior, because I told him that's how they get people a lot of times though, right? It's like, I have, it's like, oh well, God told me to tell you something that nobody else has ever told you, which is like, you're the best, you're the greatest, he's chosen you, you're special. And that bolsters up that person's ego, or that bolsters them up. And then slowly it's, like, I'm your only source to getting this thing, I get you hooked. And then slowly I become that source, and then slowly I am your God now, right? Like, I am your source now, I am your divine, I am that thing now. You start to see me as this thing that gives you everything that you need, and you're dependent on me because I cut you off from all your friends, all your family, or I tell you everybody else is plugged into the matrix, or everybody else doesn't know what they're talking about. You're special because you see it, unlike everybody else. You're so much smarter, or you're so much prettier, or you're so much brighter than everybody else. You're special. You get people hung up on that kind of stuff, and that's how you get them hooked into. And that's what this feels like. That's exactly what this feels like. This feels like, no matter what this was, whether or not it was an idea that this person tried to plant inside of your minds, and I really feel like it was this idea, like, you need me, I am your source, you can't do it without me, you know And anything that promotes you not being the source of your empowerment is not good, babes. Okay? Anything that tells you you have to have something outside of you to have strength, to have source, to have abilities, to have sight, to have, like anything that tries to draw you out of your own self empowerment is nothing that's healthy for you, and it's nothing that's good for you. So any person, any place, oh, you don't need to see it that way, you need to see it our company way, that sort of type thing. No, it's okay, because this is our company mentality, whatever it is, right? Or this is our group mentality. You need to see it this way. Yeah, Bracken, you need to slow down. This could also, for some of you, this could also be about this person, because Bracken talks about like getting messages in your dreams. This could also be about that as well. This could also be a situation where this person could have tried to travel inside of your dreams, or could have tried to be like very, it's such a manipulative energy. But I'm also seeing, like, see how there's like the sun in the background here, and there's this black hand that's like moving, and I just keep seeing like this black hand like moving in front of the sun, like this person is trying to block you. And again, it's all this baby pink, like pretty, kind of, oh, it's all going to be perfect. We're going to be perfect. We're going to be the perfect family, or the perfect couple, or we're going to have everything, and it's just going to be so beautiful. And this person is just slowly blocking you out from the sun, from seeing the truth, from having any other kind of narrative than the one they want you to have. This is weird. This could also be, for some of you, this could also be like a parent. I talked about that earlier, like a parental figure. So this could not be talking about modern day. This could be talking about the past, or this could be, this could be talking about a relationship that you've already broken up with, but now you're like cleansing yourself of the mentality. And so for a lot of you, I think that's what you're doing. I think you've already said no to this person, or no to this energy, but now you're saying no to the mentality. Now spirit is saying, now we need to cleanse, like, right, we cleansed out the toxicity from exterior, outside of you, right? And I said that earlier in the reading, that this is going to start to be more about internally, like internally getting away that thought process, because I've talked about that earlier too, about how, because I talked about my personal experience with dating a narcissist, and I haven't talked about it that much, but also being raised by a narcissist, and or somebody that at least has narcissistic tendencies, and um, how it takes you years to see, one, to break out of that mindset that this is normal, right? These people have normalized emotional abuse, if they have normalized their toxic ways to themselves and to other people. That's how they've justified them still being a good person, or them still caring about you, or them still loving you, even though they're doing all of this toxic shit to you. And I do think that, this person wanted you to turn your back on what was actually going to be really healthy and stable for you. But I do feel like, regardless of what this person wants, there is an energy coming towards you, and it is going to be very shocking. It's going to be very shocking to you, because you will have never experienced something like this before, right? At least not without pushing it away. But whatever this is, it does feel kind of transitional, but it does feel like, it's like you have to choose, again, with this world card here. It could be traveling and coming towards you, or you could be traveling and going towards it, just depending on what energy you're embodying yourself. Okay? But with the way that this is laying out here, the king and the queen of pentacles are like looking at each other, right? So it feels like they're being magnetized towards each other. So it's like this feminine energy is focusing on, excuse me, it's like this feminine energy is focusing on what's going to give me the ultimate happiness, what is actually going to give me emotional contentment, what actually fulfills me emotionally, what makes me happy, what makes me passionate, what fills up my cup. I need to go towards that. And that's going to create this tower moment here. And I do think, if anything, I do think that masculine energy here might need to travel more. So might need to do more traveling, because because there's this kind of pulling, like a drawing factor is what I'm getting here. It's like this masculine, this king of pentacles, is being magnetized towards wanting this ace of cups, a brand new beginning, a brand new passionate beginning. And that is making, but both of them in general are both traveling towards a brand new cycle with this world card in the middle. What's happening? What's happening on this King of Pentacles side, Spirit? What's happening on this King of Pentacles side? Thank you. Look at this. I'm coming back. I know how I feel. I'm learning how to free myself. Come on now. I said this person is making their way because they finally, like, I feel free. Like, I know I want a brand new beginning. I actually know how I feel. I know who I am, and I know what I want. And it's this Ace of Cups. And again, with this I'm coming back energy. Now, that doesn't mean that this person is somebody from your past. It could mean for some of you, with that I'm coming back, I'm getting a feeling here that somebody could have traveled away, and they could have had an experience while they were away, and they could actually either be moving back to where, closer to where you live, or like, yeah, with that I'm coming back, that's kind of the scenario that I'm getting. It's like, or this person could be going through some kind of life experiences that are actually preparing them to be open for a brand new beginning. Because some of them might have gone through something that had them kind of shut down to a brand new beginning. They're like, oh, love is fake. I'll never get married. I'll never be in a relationship again, something like that. And now this person is traveling and coming back and finding themselves again. Like, I'm coming back to center. I'm coming back to my reality. And the reality is, man, I was really hurt when I said those things in the past. That's not what I really want. I'm not really a person who wants to stay single for the rest of my life. I'm not really a person who doesn't trust men or doesn't trust women. I'm not really a person who, who doesn't want to go after the things that I want, or just doesn't want a brand new beginning. That's not really who I am. Who I really am is a person that really believes in love, that believes in getting a second chance in life. That's really who I am. And the feminine here, I feel like they're feeling kind of the same way, but it's in like it's kind of like almost like yeah, who am I? That's what it kind of feels like. It's like, yeah, wait, who am I? Who am I now outside of this relationship, or outside of this thinking that was my main thought process in the past? Like, who am I now? What really makes this new version of me happy? Now that I'm back, now that I feel this way, look, I'm trying to grow deep roots, right? I'm trying to reground myself. Now that I have transitioned from that old into the new, now that I'm here, I'm trying to feel stable, feel sturdy, understand where I am now in this new. The feminine energy here might have felt like they really recently took like a timeline or a quantum leap or something like that kind of energy. It's what it's giving me, like a timeline hopped, or I got out of where I was in the past, and now I'm trying to grow roots in a much more like fertile landscape. Now that I'm in a much better place, how do I heal? Who do I really want to be in this new life? I want to be grateful more every day. So if you are this feminine energy, or you feeling like you're more like this Queen of Pentacles, making a gratitude list or finding gratitude every single day is really going to help you. Look at this. I follow my inner guidance. Come on now. I follow my inner guidance towards my truth, right? I'm learning that I was taught to distrust that, to distrust my intuition, to distrust my feelings, but really that's my truth. But really that's my truth. So I'm learning to trust that inner guidance again. And I also have here, a day in bed with you is my haven, rainy Saturday. With that, I'm getting kind of like this person might really be spending a lot of time by themselves. They might be doing a lot of resting. They might be doing a lot of sleeping to kind of like recover. I feel like their energetic body is doing a lot of resting and recovering to like build back up their energy. Especially since like that past energy, when I tapped in it, just the little bit of time, the 15-20 minutes that I spent talking about that past, or it was more like probably like 5 or 10 minutes, right? Because we talked more about setting it up, and then we got into that, and then that energy, and it was so draining. Just in those few minutes that I was talking about it, I started to get all sleepy, and I was just like, yo, like I had to put up some boundaries and stuff. Like, look, I'm watching you. Cut it out. Run, don't walk. Run, don't walk away from that past energy, because what the hell? I wish I could tell you how you feel. That's that past energy. No, thank you. We're not even talking about you anymore. Oh my gosh. We almost had it all. Making changes in my life for us and for our future. I think that's like lies. I'm so happy when I'm with you. Look, look, please stay. Get out. Get out of here. I'm feeling waves of negative energy. You are the negative energy. Yeah, you are the negative energy. Baby, I'm not your ex. Sure. Or maybe for some of you, you've been thinking this person was your ex, and it's not your ex. It might be a person that you're not really labeling the person that you think you are. I'm making the changes I need to make in order to get to you. What? Why is that so complicated? Why do I make this card so complicated? I'm making changes in order to get to you. Oh my goodness. Look at all that. Yeah, maybe this person makes stuff complicated, right? Yeah, that's it. But for real though, I feel like maybe this person is like, it's like so complicated. Like, why? I was like, well, I just did, none of that, right? The fact of the matter is, you're not healthy for me. Just period. Just go. That's just it. That's just who. Just leave it. Leave it alone. Goodbye. Trust is an issue. No shit. Trust is an issue. Look, I love both sides. So this person is just like, I feel like whatever this energy is, like, love isn't really the word. Love is not really the word that I would use. I feel like this person, if it's a person, I feel like they've been taught a very dependent, kind of just like very energy vampire sort of type way to love people, which is, it's not love, it's just attachment. It's like I attach myself to this person, I drain when I need from them, and then when they start getting depleted, I detach from them and go on to somebody else. And then if that person starts, if I particularly like their energy, I'll try to bounce back and come back to them, and try to drain them again, and then leave, and then tell them it's their fault. You're ugly now, you're fat now, you've let yourself go now, whatever it is, and then bounce. I'll go to somebody else, right? It's that kind of energy. Ugh, gross. It really is. It's really gross. Detaching from this energy. So look, exactly. Detaching from this energy, what came out? Sorry, you're not my type. Sorry, you're not my type. And I think this is where this person wanted you lost in bliss. This person wanted you lost in bliss, but it wasn't real bliss. It was fake bliss. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to read that because I think it's false. But forgive and let go. I think that's what Spirit is saying. Like, forgive. And I don't think it's necessary and must so, like, forgive this person. I feel like for most of you, like, what's going to really be the most healing to you right now is forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for falling for this person's tricks. Forgiving yourself for, lessening yourself, or forgive yourself for crossing your own boundaries, for like laying boundaries and then crossing them, forgive yourself for believing their lies, forgive yourself for falling for the tricks, right? And just letting go. I feel like this person would say anything. This energy would say anything to keep you trapped. Summer, this is something that might have happened this summer. This person wishes they could take back something that they did in the summertime. For some of you, I'm hearing that it's spell work. For some of you, this person could have cheated on you, or I don't know. I feel like this person did a bunch of like sneaky, just like shady shit to you over the past few months. Especially if you're watching this now, like when I'm uploading it, which is in October, like at the beginning of October. This person over this past few months might have really been very ugly to you, or might have been very like judgmental to you, or very just like rude, or they might have done a lot of things to either like verbally attack you, or like they did something. Hold me close forever. I think about you on our wedding day. I feel like I'm watching you. It's so weird. It's weird. That's the energy. It's giving me like this weirded out energy. I feel like this person has thought about you. Oh, I get it. For some of y'all, especially if it was spell work, this person might have done spell work and it might have affected you for a little bit, or it might have mildly affected you, not as affected you as like totally as this person wanted it to. It might have only affected you for a short amount of time, and this person's like, what the hell? Why did the spell work stop? Like, usually I have to release this person or let them go or move on from them before they'll move on, or like And I'm hearing like get their bearings or like something like that. But I'm hearing that this spell work, and then when you released or when you severed the cord or when you broke the spell work or root work or whatever it is, it rebounded on this person and it made this person like obsessed. This person like, yeah, that's kind of what that energy is. It is kind of like an overbearing, like obsessive energy. You clearing. Let's talk about clearing out this person's energy, spirit. Clearing out that negative old Daisy. Spending time outside. Spending time outside, reconnecting with the sun, also with the moon too, reconnecting. And also this is reminding me of a full moon, so releasing, doing releasing spells, doing severing spells, return to sender, lighting candles, black candles of protection and whatnot. Spending time regrounding again, right what this person was saying. I'm spending time like regrounding myself, growing my roots and strong and stuff like that. So like it's like planting your seeds outside of this person. Look, there's that bluebell card that we talked about earlier. For some of you, you were in the middle of doing something, of creating something, of learning something, and then you just stopped. You don't know why you stopped. You don't know what drove you away from it. But it was something you really used to love to do. It was something that made you so relaxed. It was something that gave you so much passion. And then you just literally like, through, if it was like reading a book or gaining some kind of knowledge or taking some kind of course, just one day you were just like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is stupid. I don't believe in it. Or maybe you got really frustrated and you just said, F this. I'm not going to try anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. You should go back to that. Whatever that was, you should go back to that. Because it's going to reignite that same passion. Unless it's this person, unless it's investing in this person, I wouldn't do that. At the end of the day, you're free. But there's something here that gave you so much love and so much passion and so much like, and it's something that you just stopped doing. And Spirit is saying this person wanted you to stop doing it because they didn't like the fact that it gave you so much love and passion and like happiness. And so, and having you being in that love and passion and fun and that kind of energy actually raises your vibration higher than this person or this energy can reach you. And it doesn't want you to do those things that enlighten you, it wants you to do things. It wants you to concentrate on the fact that you feel blocked or that you feel held back or that you feel small or that you concentrate on the fact, like instead of you going back and doing this, right? It wants you to concentrate on the fact that you feel like a failure because, oh, I quit something that I really loved and now I don't do it anymore. And why did I do that? And I don't understand. And oh, it must be because I'm sad. And now it makes me sad. It makes me sad that I don't do it. And it makes me sad that I quit it. It makes me frustrated in myself that I didn't do it or that I didn't keep up with it. Here I am again, halfway doing something and then leaving it behind. That's the energy that this wants you to be in. Right? Instead of just saying, you know what, F it, I'm going to start doing it again and start doing it again and say the past doesn't matter, right? All I'm doing is wasting more time being upset that I haven't done something or that I haven't accomplished something or that I got, sidetracked or that that I got completely sidetracked. I was on my spiritual path and then this relationship or this event or this something happened and it completely sidetracked me or it completely threw me off my path and then I had to fight to get back on my path or fight to get just a sense of normalcy, right? I hear somebody literally laughing. I see somebody like laughing at you getting off task or you getting in this person's just like, ha ha ha, like grabbing their belly and like, ha 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 ha. Yeah. Ooh, double protection energy. You are being protected from this person or from this energy. Now is the time for you to realize that you are being protected and that you are not stuck here. Oh yeah, your spirit guides want you to know that this person thinks they're cute. They're laughing now. They're laughing now. Let them laugh now, because this person's going to be crying later. I promise you, this person's going to be crying later. And this person, remember how I was talking about earlier with that jasmine, where it was like the sword that was hidden with all the flowers around it? Look at this oleander, the snake here. This white snake hidden here in all the flowers. I feel like this person is setting themselves up some nasty karma if they haven't already been reaping it. So this person wanted to be like, you know, they took victory in being that thing that held you back, and being that thing that kept you, that slowed you down, that tied you up, that hurt your feelings, that had you feeling like, oh, I'll, you know, for some of you, depending on what side I was talking about here, for some of you, you could be this King of Pentacles energy that did have that I'll never love again, I'll never trust again, I'll never go out there again, I can't trust these women, or I can't, you know, I can't trust these men out here. Like that could have been you, right? And this person took delight. That's not the word that they're saying in my mind. What is it, spirit? It's kind of like delighted, but it's like, it's literally like this person is overjoyed. Like I see a person being like, like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited that I brought ruin to their life. Like, get a fucking life, dude. Get a life. That's how I feel. I feel like, yeah, this is my opinion. In my opinion, I'm like, people like this are pathetic, because it's like, and I don't really like to say stuff like that, but that's literally, that's how I kind of feel. Like I'm just like, get a life. Like you must really like to build your whole life around somebody else. What in your life are you running away from? You know, like what are you running away from about yourself, about your life, about the misery that you must clearly be in your life, that you're running after somebody? Oh, I just smelled so strong. I just smelled like cologne. No. It's like a very strong cologne smell that I just smelled, like out of nowhere. But it's like, how sad and miserable and lonely and little and small must your life be that you want to build your whole life around, you know, like obsessing around taking somebody down, or obsessing over tricking somebody into being in a relationship with you, or being with you, or falling in love with you, just so you can say, ha, I never loved you, I got you. You know, it's like, it's so crazy. That's a crazy mindset. This person's got issues. And that's because that's what it feels like. It feels like this person is chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing, just to get you to turn around and look at them and go, okay, fine, I love you, let's be together. And then they can be like, I'd never be with you. Are you joking? Hell no, I'd never want you. You're so stupid. Did you think I really liked you? Do you think I really wanted you? Do you think I really wanted that with you? And then they get to run away, and then they're gonna hide somewhere, and like I see them like looking out a window, and they like seem just like, oh, like crying. They're like, look at her crying, or look at him crying, like sweet nectar. Like literally, this person is literally like a gargoyle, like a ghoul, like your misery is sweet to me. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like demonic energy. I was gonna say that lightly, you know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of energy that takes pleasure in sort of type things like this, right? Takes pleasure in agony and pain and deception and things like that. This person's got some wicked attachments. Is what I'll say. Wicked attachments. I'm gonna look up this clematis, or this clematis 22. Oh look, there's alder. And there's white oleander too. Where am I? 18. I've gone past it. Because I'm being guided to do that. The clematis grows across any surface it is given, eager to rise and reach towards the blazing summer sun. Its uh, its spiraling vines grab onto any opportunity that appears, putting its flowers in the best position to drink in the rain and warmth. This card symbolizes movement and momentum, a push towards the best position that will help you to achieve your goals. Just be sure to remember those who held you up on your race to the finish. Yeah, so this is about what you can do. Understand that you are cutting cords with this person, that you're protected from this person. You might want to do some rituals of protection, because I know this card talks a lot about how people like string up like dried fruits, and especially dried citrus, and they string them up and hang them around as like is wards, like to ward off bad energies. So for some of you, you might want to make some kind of talisman. If you like to do like candle magic, or you like to do spell work, counteractive, burning candles, burning a return to sender candle, getting some kind of cleansing spell work done, or doing some kind of cleansing protection ritual, I think that would be really beneficial to you. Also, I feel like taking like regular salt baths, taking like regular cleansing baths to cleanse your energy, doing things like smudging and burning incense and burning whatever really floats your boat, whether or not it's like Palo Santo or whether or not it's white sage or whatever, things like that. Pick your your choice. Pick your tool of choice and kind of make sure, or even if for you it's just prayer, just praying every day or reciting certain prayers to keep you from low vibrational thoughts, or to keep you from low vibrational people, or from low vibrational interests. If some of you have like AA programs, if you have a sponsor, if you have a therapist, if you have that person that you go to that's like, ooh, I'm feeling like relapsing, or ooh, I'm feeling like triggered, you go, if you have those friends, those family that always just energize you and make you feel good, make you feel happy, and you both make each other feel that way, spend time around those people. Spend time around doing activities and things that really boost your energy, that really boost you, moving on, and do make those, like I said earlier, how I was just like, hey, if you have those things that bring you love and light and joy into your life, do them. Don't stop, don't let whatever this is. And for some of you, it does feel kind of, again, like, I'm not a doctor, so I can't like diagnose you or anything like that, but it does feel like this person might be playing on depression, or this energy might be playing on depressive tendencies, or because that's what it kind of sounds like too, right? To keep you trapped in sadness, to keep you like, because depression can keep you from seeing like solutions, and can keep you from seeing things that would be easy. The things that would be like, things that would seem easy when you're not going through depression, seem twice as hard, or seem like they don't make sense. But then when your depression lifts, you're like, oh, it makes so much sense. I just do this and I don't feel this way anymore, right? So that kind of energy, as well as just protecting your energy, setting up boundaries and saying no. Make no your favorite thistle. Thank you. Make no your favorite word. And if you feel like a situation is prickly, or you feel like a situation might get you pricked or might get you cut, if you feel like a situation might drain you, say no. Say no. Set your boundaries, and be very strict with your boundaries. Be very strict with your time. You know, don't give this energy the time or place in your life to be there, because it does. It feels very draining. It feels very tiring. It feels heavy. Ivy. Again, another thing that's like really like quickly growing, quickly, yeah, there's some kind of energy here of like kicking this energy to the curb, and then like how you'll be like so quickly growing. Look, again, be mindful, right? Especially if this is an energy, or a kind of more something closer to like an entity or something like that. I'll let you vibe with what you vibe with, okay? Or what resonates for you, okay? Be mindful of the fact that if this is an energy, that it can try to use friends and family and things around you to affect you, right? That it can try to jump into people and cause chaos and fighting, even if it's just like random people on the street trying you know, to run up on you, or to just, if you work in the public, like random people who will just like go out of their way to try to make your day bad or attack you, or, they'll jump into random trolls on the internet trying to make you feel lowly about yourself or something like that. Just be mindful. Just be mindful, and just kind of be like, when you see that stuff, just know, pull yourself out of the emotion of getting emotionally like drawn into it, and just see it for what it is. I'm not saying if somebody's like yelling in your face to just laugh at them, but in your mind, just know, damn, the enemy's really trying to work through you, but I know that that's not going to work on me. And I know in that moment that it's hard to take it out of and be like, why is this person attacking me? Or why is this person acting like this towards me? Suddenly, why has this person got a problem with me? Like, what the hell is this? But they want you to engage. So the best way to do this is to disengage and to not give it energy. Disengage and do not give it energy, right? Hmm. damn. Damn. I just had I had a revelation, and I feel like that's how you guys are going to feel. You guys are going to be like, damn. This is reminding me of a reading that I just watched with Green Eyes. Green Eyes. What's the name of her channel? Perfectly Imperfect with Green Eyes, yeah. And she was talking about something, and I was like, I think there's something here for me, but it's just not. I'm just not ready to grasp it. I'm not ready to see how it applies in my life. And I was like, but I know that it will soon. That soon it will apply. And I literally just saw it. I literally just saw it. And it did. It almost got me emotional. I know you guys probably saw it on my face. I was like, this son of a bitch. But like, I see it. And I feel like you guys are going to have that moment too, where you'll suddenly see like, I see it. Look at that oak. You're having that like, like tower moment where you're like, damn, I see it. Mistletoe, yeah. Look, two of swords, something, look at those two swords. Something that you have not seen yet is going to become very clear to you. And it's going to be a revelation to you, and you're going to be like, damn, how do I proceed? Pray about it. Speak to your spirit guides about it. Ask them about it. If there's something here that you need to disengage, you need to walk away from, yeah, because it's snakes in the grass. It's whoa. This is a crazy reading of this oleander. A Louisiana servant thought that she could win favor by sickening her employers with a cake of oleander and then nursing them back to health. Unfortunately, she accidentally ended them instead. Learn from her story and think your plan through fully before enacting them. You may think you can come out on top by acting the hero in a situation that you've sabotaged, but stop for a moment and question whether you should. Things can go wrong in ways you may never have expected. Oh my God, that's so. That hit so hard with the revelation that I just went through. Like, especially like the playing the hero part. Be careful, be mindful, because this energy will try to use your love against you. Like I said earlier, trying to trick you or trying to really trigger you by using loved ones or family members or something like that. That's kind of the energy that it's giving me. But be mindful, find balance, and know your boundaries and stick to your boundaries. Stick heavily to your boundaries. I want to look up this mistletoe. You've been working hard lately. You might feel you're running out of energy. Mistletoe is a plant of community and promises. Take a moment to think about people who have offered you their support in the past. Have you taken them up on that offer? Favors are hard to come by and even harder to call upon, but now is the time to ask. There is a solution here. There's a way out of this and a solution here. Somebody has offered you a solution in the past, and at the time, it did not feel like an appropriate solution, or it did not feel like a possibility, or just because of the situation that you were in, or the mindset that you were in, you didn't see it. I talked about that earlier, right? With that Eight of Swords in reverse, about how you had a blindfold on, and because of how you were feeling about a situation, you weren't seeing it clearly. But now you're going to have that blindfold removed from you, and you're going to see a situation here, right? Make sure that you truly see what's really going on around you, right? And try your best to set up boundaries and to bring light to the situation and bring light to yourself in the situation, okay? Some of you here might get into a scenario where You feel bound, or you feel drawn to help somebody, or to um, run to the aid of someone. Be careful, because you could be uh, you could be participating in someone's karma with them. Someone is receiving karma, okay? And be careful, because you could be coming in to their aid, when in fact it is not your role to aid them and prevent them from dealing with their karma. It is not your role to come into their life and save them from the hardships they are dealing with. Because sometimes people, unfortunately, as mean as this might sound, sometimes people are meant to go through the harsh lessons they're going through. Sometimes people are meant to learn from the situations that they're being put in. And it is not always your place to go and save somebody, even if that person seems innocent, even if that person seems like, oh, well, it's not fair. This person shouldn't have to be going through that, so I can help them out. I can ease their pain a little bit. But whether or not, this person might have never done anything to you, and maybe this person is a good person, but that doesn't mean that they don't have karma from past lives, or in some type of way, you were stopping this person from learning their lesson they need to learn. And they are being put in a situation to learn this lesson. And I feel like you are being put in a situation where you want to rush in and help this person, because to you, either this person doesn't deserve it, or they've never done anything bad to you, or they've never been mean to you, or they're your best friend, or they're your parent, or they're your something. And in some type of way, dealing with this person and trying to save them from the situation they're going through is actually bringing karma onto you, because you're actually stopping this person from receiving the karma that they're supposed to, right? Or you're bringing karma onto yourself, because you're stopping this person from going through the life lessons that they need to. You're slowing down their progress. And you don't really see it that way. But unfortunately, sometimes people are supposed to go through things. They're supposed to go through struggles, because they're learning through that struggle. And sometimes the lesson that we have to learn is that sometimes we have to allow those people to go through something. They have a certain experience that they need to go through. Just like you now can probably look back and say, okay, well, I went through this experience, but it's good because it taught me this or it taught me that, right? Um, and I do believe that there is a kind of situation here where you are being drawn into a very karmic situation, because there could be a person, or there could be somebody that's very innocent, or that somebody to you seems very innocent, you know? But this person could be destined to go through the struggle, to go through this so that they can rise above it at some point, right? Ooh wee. Ooh wee. And you guys, please don't underestimate, like, I don't want to say how hard, but how just kind of like heavy delivering that message can be to me. Because I know sometimes I can just sit here and go, yeah, let that person suffer. That's not an easy message for me to deliver either. That's not an easy message for me to be like, like, oh yeah, that should happen. That person should go through that, or this, that's not an easy message to say. Because of course we all want to stop people that we love, or people that we have, that we see as innocent, or that we see as not deserving. We all want to stop them from going through painful scenarios. Of course we do, especially if they're our friends or our kids or our loved ones, or things like that. We want to stop them from going through things. But yeah, oh, damn, spirit, they have to go through things alone sometimes. They have to decide for themselves, right? And this could even be a scenario here where somebody's coming to you to get advice from you, but this person needs to learn from them for themselves. They really need to learn for themselves, because this person is toxically using the advice that you're giving them to not learn a lesson. They're like, oh, I have this problem. And you're like, well, if you did this, that's the solution to this problem. So, oh, thanks. And they go and do that. And they're like, hey, that worked so great. But then the problem comes up again. And the only thing they're not learning how to self-soothe. They're not learning how to dive in deep. They're not learning how to stop and quiet their mind and go inside and find a solution, or learning how to go outside of themselves and read a book, or to self motivate themselves to find a solution. They're being taught to just come to you and you'll provide a solution, and then they just find the easy way to a solution. But yet now, And it's like the difference between giving a man a fish or teaching a man to fish, right? Right now, you are being asked to let a person learn how to fish for themselves. Okay? Yeah, Spirit is saying in this particular scenario, you are being asked to be the example, not the teacher. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like a scenario here where you are being taught. It's like instead like a person coming to you and being like, "Wow, you're really good at fishing. Can you give me a fish?" No, but you can watch me and watch my technique and watch what tools I use and learn how to fish for yourself. I'm not going to stop you from watching me and learning, but you need to learn how to watch and learn. You have to learn. And this person might go, "Oh my God, you're so selfish. You have a whole rowboat full of fish. Why can't you just give me a fish? That's so stupid." Or why can't you teach it? Or why can't you do it for me? Because you're teaching this person to have, you're teaching this person how to be incompetent. Is basically what Spirit is saying. You know, sometimes we're asked to be teachers, and sometimes we're asked to be examples for people. And this is a scenario where you're not being asked to have hands-on teaching to this person. You're being asked to let this person learn for themselves. And if they fall on their ass, let them fall on their ass. And depending on who this person is, because I'm really getting that it is a person in your life, and depending on who this person is, it could be really hard for you. It could be really hard for you to stand back and say, okay, I'm gonna have to let you learn those harsh lessons, just like a parent. Sometimes, if you're like a helicopter parent and you stop them from ever hurting themselves or forever doing anything, they're not gonna learn the reality of the world. So sometimes, every once in a while, you gotta let them fall, or you gotta let them figure it out, and then you can come in and say, hey, are you okay? Yeah, okay, get up. It's okay, you know. But you gotta let them learn for themselves. You gotta learn. You gotta let them learn how to figure it out themselves. Because this person also needs to see this person. You would be denying this person the most beautiful gift, which is finding out I am capable. I can do this. I can figure this out. I can provide my own solutions. I can see something for what it is. I can label it as a problem. I can come up with a solution, and I can enact that solution, right? Because this person is very codependent on things outside of themselves providing solutions, when the lesson this person is being asked is to find solutions with inside of themselves, right? Or to go through something so that eventually they can rise above it as well, so that eventually, they can find that happiness. Would you deny somebody? Because I feel like a lot of you have gone through this, where you're going through this energy of finding out, like, wow, like, I am capable, I am strong, I can do this. Would you deny that blessing to somebody else? And for some of you, you're thinking, well, if I just teach this person to be capable and strong from the beginning, they won't have to overcome that. Maybe it is their destiny to overcome it. Maybe it is their goal to overcome it. Maybe that's the contract, the soul contract that they took here before they came here, was to figure out how to do it themselves. And there are some people that you're going to have to learn that you're not meant to be an interference in that person's life. You're not meant to show up and be a savior, or you're not meant to show up and be a teacher, or you're not meant to show up and enlighten them, right? You're just meant to enlighten them from afar, or you're just meant to live your life in an enlightened way. And if they choose to look at you and see the possibility that they can grow themselves, then they can make that choice, just like the Lover's card. They can make that choice for themselves, and they can find that thing that brings them temperance, that brings them peace, that brings them harmony, right? They can have their own sunrise, and they can have their own sun moments where they come through realizations themselves, right? And that will make it all the sweeter for themselves. It is a lesson that they have to learn themselves. They have to overcome the struggle, or they have to figure out a way themselves. They have to recognize that they are in hangman energy, and they have to find their own independence. They have to find their own way in this world. And it's not for you to come in there and swoop in and be their savior, or be their teacher, or be their guide. Not every, there are some people, perhaps maybe some of you are learning how to deal with that, right? You are learning that you are naturally that guiding light to people, that you naturally, but you could be learning the difference, how to have harmony and how to have balance, and how to plan and move forward, right? Because if you take every single person that's struggling through something that you have struggled through and make it your mission to save that person, where's your peace? Where's your happiness? It's not your mission to save every person. It's not your mission to guide every single person. It's not your mission to chase after those people that are just digging themselves into a hole and say, no, wait, stop, open your eyes. Can't you see you're digging yourself into a hole? Because some of these people might go, oh my God, you're right. I am digging myself in a hole. And some of these people might go, F you, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not in a hole. You're just above me. You think you're better than me. And then that drains down your energy because you're trying to reach out to people who aren't ready to hear from you, right? And so there's kind of this deeper lesson here for you as well of learning, pick your students. And the truth is, you won't have to pick your students will pick you, right? Sometimes it will be, the option will always be either teach a man to fish, or it will be fish and a man will learn to fish from you. But it's never just give a man a fish. And what you have been trying to do is forcibly give a man a fish, shoving that fish in their face and saying, I'm teaching you how to fish. Don't you get it? Don't you see? I'm teaching you how to fish by just giving you this fish. And that's not really what you're doing. And then maybe you step back and go, okay, well, you know what? I'll take it amongst myself to teach every person that seems hungry how to fish. Now you're so busy teaching everybody else how to fish that you're draining your own resources. Or now you go to that river and there's so many people there that can't even catch fish for yourself because you've taught everybody how to fish. I don't know. Like, I kind of hesitate on that because, like, I definitely believe in the law of plenty. So I'm like, but as Spirit said, don't look to you. It's not like a direct, example. But still, like, that's it. Like, know when somebody will come to you and say, can you teach me to fish? And they'll be ready, right? And then everybody else is just going to have to choose to learn from example. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's draining. It's draining to you when you're just like, but I'm just trying to teach you. I'm just trying to save you. And then that person is either having a bad reaction or they're saying, sure, help me. But they're really just draining and draining from you. You need to be aware of that. That's keeping you stuck in this Five of Cups energy here. Because it's keeping you distracted, helping, being that savior, being that helping person of people who have fallen, of people who have cups have spilled. Oh my gosh, let me teach you how to stand your cup back up, right? And you're so distracted by doing that you don't see that you have cups here yourself that you need to drink before they spoil, right? You need to drink your cups. You need to drink your abundance too. There's some kind of abundance here that you're missing out on because you're so busy trying to help other people find their abundance, or you're so busy trying to help or save other people. It's like, oh my God, I got saved and I saved myself. But it's kind of like, okay, so you were down here and you learned how to get up here. And once you got up here, you learned to look up, and you learned, oh my God, there's another space up here and it's so beautiful and it's so enlightened and it's so like, oh, it's my abundance and my everything. But look at all these other people that are down here still in the pit. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to spend my time making a rope so I can throw it down, And then you spend your time being like, oh, just one at a time. Oh, wait, don't do that. Oh, wait, don't push. Oh, wait, don't. Oh, no, you're cutting the rope. You're doing this. No, don't everybody try to climb at once. Wait, stop. And you're wasting all of your energy doing that instead of continuing up, making that rope for yourself and climbing up to the abundance. And then once you're up in the abundance, everybody else will be like, oh my God, this person made a rope. I can make a rope. Oh my God, this person rose out of the pit. I can rise out of the pit. Oh my God, and this person, once they were out of the pit, they made a rope and they climbed up to their abundance. I can climb up to my abundance, right? But you're stopping your abundance because you're so like a bleeding heart, like you're turning around and being like, oh my God, all these other people who are lost down in the pit, who are lost down in the darkness, who aren't awakened, who aren't seeing all this beauty that I'm seeing. Like, look, I can see the light. There's the light. If you guys will just follow me right now, come on. And Spirit saying that's what's stagnating you. That's what's keeping you stuck, because you're like, but wait, what about all these other people that are suffering? What about all my friends and all my family and all these other people, that are unawakened, or that haven't quite figured it out yet? Can't I, awaken them, and then we can all go together? And Spirit is saying that at least for you, sweet soul, like, that's not, you doing it that way is really slowing you down. It's slowing you down, and it's actually keeping you from your abundance. Because Spirit said a lot of those people down there that are still in the pit, they will wake up once they see you shining bright up on the hill. Once they see you in your abundance, they're going to be like, damn, I want to follow that person into abundance too. Damn, look at where that person is. But there's something here about a lot of people, or a lot of energies that you are trying to save, see you as a person who is like, oh, I see the abundance too. But you're going to get a lot of, well, why aren't you in abundance? Oh, if you see the abundance, because they're down in the hole, they can't see the abundance where they are. And they're like, oh, if you see the abundance, why aren't you in the abundance? Why haven't you climbed up there and became a millionaire yet? And you're like, because I'm trying to fucking save you, asshole. And then they're just like, whatever. I really don't think that abundance is real. I just think you're trying to tell me what to do. I just think you think you're above me. I just think, and that's kind of the energy that you're getting trapped in. And that's this sneaky energy of like, and then that makes you really sad, because you're like, but I really do see the abundance. And I really am really trying to save you. And I really am really trying to awaken you. What about, and it's kind of also too, I think, excuse me, for some of you, it's like, is it like something close to like survivor's guilt or something like that? It's like, oh, I made it out, and I want to see all these other people make it out too, but I don't want to leave them. I don't want to leave them behind. I don't want to leave my old friends and my family and the people I grew up with. I don't want to leave them behind and just run off to my abundance, because then they'll be like, "Oh, they forgot where they came from. Oh, they changed so much, and when they got abundance, they stopped talking to me and they stopped dealing with me. And they're not a real person because they did this and they did that, you know?" And it's kind of like the fear of that, the fear of the people that uh-oh, hold on, y'all. I'm getting a call. Sorry. Sorry about that, y'all. But this reading is getting long, so I need to wrap it up anyway. But that's the general thing that Spirit is showing you, that Spirit is enlightening to you too, that Spirit is saying like, hey, you need to pay attention to this. Like, you might not have been paying attention to the fact that this was happening. You might have been keeping yourself blinded to the fact that you weren't seeing this. That's what's keeping you trapped in the sadness. Because I'm looking down at these right here, and look how similar this looks, right? With the tree going up above, and then like this energy here, like with this reminded me of this one, the sadness, right? Like where you're sad and you don't see the truth, like you don't see that you're being hung up in limbo here by this energy. You don't see the truth of what's really keeping you sad, or what's really keeping this Five of Cups, like sorrow kind of energy, going within you. And again, it's the sword within the flowers. It's the fact that there's some kind of insidious, betrayal that's happening here. That there's some kind of way you're self-sabotaging yourself by keeping yourself around people, or around an energy that is draining you, but you're letting this energy drain you because you're like, I want to save you, or I want to help you, or somebody should stand up for you, or I should be there for you, or this is my friends, this is my family, these are my children, these are my parents, like they need me, and you're keeping yourself stuck in a scenario where you're keeping yourself surrounded by people who are not exactly walking that same path that you're trying to walk, and you're slowing yourself down, like looking back being like, come on, let's keep going. Come on, let's keep going. Come on, let's keep going. It's like when when the person is in like the horror movie or in their action flick, and they slow themselves down by looking and turning around and seeing that the thing is like still chasing behind them, and then they're like, oh my god. It's like you're slowing yourself down from just focusing, right? From just focusing on moving forward. And it's always that person that everybody's like, don't look down, don't turn around, and then they're like, oh my god, it's right there, and it slows them down, or it trips them up, or something like that. And that's the kind of And that's the kind of energy that I'm getting, right? That you're turning around and be like, come on, you can do it, come on. Or you're stopping to be like cheering them on, like, come on, you can do it, keep going, come on. You know what that just reminded me of? That reminded me of the scene in Howl's Moving Castle where Sophie is like Grandma Sophie, and her and the Wicked Witch of the Waste has gotten an invitation to the king's castle, right, to show up, and she's going for Howl, to stand in the place of Howl, and she's standing at the top of the steps, and she's cheering on the Witch of the Waste, being like, come on, you can do it, you come on. And there's kind of this energy of like, don't invite your enemies in, right? Don't invite your enemies in because you feel sorry for them, or don't invite this energy in because it's taking this kind of like little old lady, or it's taking this little child, or it's taking this form of this something that's actually slowing you down. You think you're going to save this person or this thing by slowing down and stopping and waiting for them, or slowing down and like bringing them into the fold too, but you're really just slowing yourself down. There's something here about it, and there's something here about you being triggered and feeling selfish for doing that, selfish for focusing on yourself, selfish for moving forward, selfish for working on your goals and in the ways you're trying to improve and move forward. And you might even have people calling you selfish, telling you should wait for me, or you shouldn't leave without me. Or these people, they might not be telling you you're selfish, but they feel like you are. And so you're picking up that energy. Just be aware of that, okay? Thank you guys so very much. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you to your spirit guides for guiding you here. Thank you to my spirit guides for guiding me through this, as well as keeping me safe while I'm doing so. I appreciate you guys. Like it if you like the content. And if you want, or you're interested in a personal reading with me, contact me, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.